Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in the grind, no escape from me. Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see I'm just a poor boy, scraping by minimum wage. Born in the shadows of the city lights, concrete cradle under endless nights. Daddy worked 2 jobs, mama prayed for rain. Bills like chains rattling around my brain. But I read the books when the wolves were at the door. Charts and candles on the bedroom floor. Stocks in the morning, real estate at noon. Silver and gold under the harvest moon. Sweat on my collar, fire in my veins. Every dollar saved was breaking free from the pain. They said play it safe, boy, stay in line. Clock in, clock out till the end of time. But the system's a cage with a velvet disguise, promising heaven while it steals your life. Rise from the ashes I built my throne. Rise. Turn pennies to empires of my own. Stocks and stones, bricks of gold, silver rivers in the stories I told. I broke the wheel, I broke the road, golden chains, no more. Golden chains, no more. I sold my fear for a pocket full of grit. Learned the hard math, made the numbers fit. While they were laughing, I was making my move. Every red defeat had something left to prove. Late night hunger and a borrowed chair, 1 cracked lamp and 1,000 stairs. I watched the weak hands fold and bend, then I doubled down and called it the end. Now the same old names come crawling back, knocking on my door with their polished stack. But I know that sound, I know that price. I paid in blood for this smaller life. They said stay small, boy, stay in line. Clock in, clock out till the end of time. But the system's a cage with a velvet disguise, promising heaven while it steals your life. Rise from the ashes I built my...
Good evening, all you sexy stackers out there. Hope everybody's doing fantastic. Real quick, looks like we've got Brandon. Good evening, Brandon. Thanks for saying hello there. Coming in first and hot and fresh, baby. And then of always, my man, Rodriguez. How's it going, brother? Appreciate you being here. You guys, yeah, I just thought we'd go live again. I'm trying to do a little bit more consistency with the live streams, you know, because I always have a lot on my mind. I don't know about you guys that like, I spend a lot of time just sort of thinking about things and planning and strategizing and evaluating and reviewing my strategies, etc. Like, it's just kind of who I am. It's built into my nature, I guess. And so oftentimes I get so stuck in my own mind and spending so much time just thinking about stuff that I forget that like I can share that stuff out here with other people. So sometimes like if I'm going a little long without doing live streams, I probably just got busy and preoccupied and forgot, to be honest. What's going on, TFT? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you hopping in here. Yeah, TFT and I we have this theory. We have this game theory out there, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know what you guys think. But we have this theory that when silver prices are going up and at the same time we're seeing online bullion dealers, you know, when we see online bullion dealers offering a whole bunch of spot deals, our flags get raised, you know, like we get a little bit of a red flag. We think to ourselves, oh boy, is it going to plummet soon? Is it going to crash soon? Is that why they're all offering spot deals to try to offload before the crash? So anyway, we'll be tracking that closely to let you guys know. West Texas Stacker, what's going on, brother? Long time no see. How's it going? Breaking news, Columbia House is closing after 71 years. I think they still owe them money some tapes I got in the 80s. Holy cow. Was that the company that did like all the, you could get like 50 CDs for $1 and this and that, like all these people, and like I just remember like, I think it was them, where you get like all these things, movies or music or something. And everybody just took advantage of them. I don't know how they ever did it. I don't know how they made it work, but yeah. I got a little spread here. We've got, you know, some Morgans and some pieces and random odds and bits, barber dimes and standing quarters. What is this guy? Is just a regular, just like a regular quarter? Yeah, we got Washington, baby. Some walkers. You know, we got the old Englehart's prospector. Look at this guy. Have I ever shown? I don't even know what I don't even know what I showed or not, but did I think I showed this off a long time ago. You guys ever seen an Englehart prospector that's this minty fresh? Oh yeah, there looks like some fingerprints on it, but look how minty fresh this guy is. He got the Englehart. Your silver makes me Englehart. 1 troy ounce. Look at this thing. It's like a proof, like, isn't it? Holy cow. I don't know. I don't really show too much of like the random bits and ends and odds and bits and all that kind of stuff. It's kind of like collect and, well, stack, I guess. I don't know. I guess that's the word for it. Stack, right? I just buy whatever, you know, that looks cool sometimes, and we just buy it up. You have the 1984. Oh, nice. That's a good one, TFT. That's my birth year, so I should try to get the 1984 one day. Look at that. There we go. We've got the Warriors. I thought this one fit the channel theme pretty well. The Dragoon, like, helmet and stuff. So the Spartans, you know, whatever, random odds and ends. We got a little Libertad action going on here. A little Libertads. You got to deal with the fingers, guys. We, you know, working with your hands gets kind of beat up. I apologize. Yeah, there we go. Hey, I think that's so pretty. I like the back of the Libertad a lot. Really nice. And obviously the front's nice too, but you know, it does. Evening Emerald Coast. What's going on, man? Got to go with the walkers on the pole, dude. You know I do. Hey, the pole's not for me though. Okay, I just got to keep my opinion to myself sometimes. But yeah, you know, the walkers are nice. I will say that these are right up there. These Morgans, you know, although Morgan looks like Morgan looks like he could probably blow you up right off the line of scrimmage. You get what I'm saying? Like, he looks like a sturdy linebacker that could absolutely just blow a running back right off the line and just smash him for a 5-yard loss. But beyond that, I do think that's an absolutely gorgeous coin. I like the detail. I like the messaging. I like the stars. I like the reeded edge all around it. I think this is just a really phenomenal coin here. Is it 13 stars, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so we've got 13 stars, which makes sense. Yeah, really cool. I'm falling more and more in love with the Seated Liberties, pure Americana. Yeah. How are you finding Seated Liberties? Just hard to find some of this stuff. It's so expensive. This one is, I guess, is this what happens like when something is cleaned? Is that what happens when they turn like this kind of weird milky, not even milky. This is just kind of like off white. I don't know what that is. I think it looks like this one's been cleaned at some point. I don't know. But yeah, really nice piece dollars, Morgans, you know, different 1886. Yeah, they're nice. What's going on, Kalila? Libertades. There we go. That's for my man Kalilo. Your Libertads are in the house. Maybe if Serpents comes by, we'll drop another one. I know he likes these a lot. He's got all those colored ones. She does look like a young, like Alzado in the right light. I'm just saying, you know, again, I'm not trying to be rude. But I feel like she probably could lay a hit on anybody in the league. You know what I'm saying? Rudy, right? You know, what's going on, Kevin Hawthorne? How's things going out in Florida? What is Dub C? My friend, Dub C in the house, my guy. What's up, man? Been a long time no see in the live streams, my man. Dub C, how you been? Focus, camera, focus. Come on, you got plenty to focus on. What are we doing here? Yeah, I guess I haven't really gotten into the topic yet. I like that. You guys know how I like to do. I like to just, you know, give us a little 5-10 minute interlude here as we get ourselves situated. Everybody goes and grabs themselves a nice hot cup of coffee. They sit back and relax. They put your feet up on the coffee table. you know, grab your cigar, your favorite cigar, and let's just sit out there and let's have a good time, talk about precious metals and wealth and investment. You might like, you might appreciate this. I don't know. This isn't like that special, Dub. I don't really have anything on the table that's like that special, but you know, this little nice, beautiful Inglehard, you little prospector. I like these. I like this coin a lot. I really do. Or round, I guess I could say. I do like this one a lot. It's pretty. Yeah, you guys. The topic of the day is I'm gonna basically just keep saying it. I'm gonna keep saying it. I feel like constitutional. I feel like constitutional is gonna come out of this. It's gonna come out of this little market. Very well. I really do. I think that there's a bright future for constitutional long term. Obviously, everything I do in this channel is long term, and for me, long term is 10 plus years. So bear with me as things don't move fast enough for me. Lickable, yeah, exactly. Silver, Silver Dragon. I saw my own name in the chat. Exactly, Kalila. Lickable for sure. We gotta put that little special milking on there. All silver special to millions of years old. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true, but it gets kind of refined and cleaned up often. She gets beautified a little bit here. Gold is nice too. But I do think Constitution's gonna have to. And what I'm really interested in, and what I've been following over the last 4 or 5 months now, maybe 6 months, I guess, really, is the numismatic constitutional, right? That truly limited production stuff. Crawdaddy Stacks, thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you, dude. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for everybody who's out there. Jamie G's here as well. Holy crap. Good to see you. How did I miss Jamie? Oh, he came in right there with Dub, it looks like. On the road, SeaTac Airport. All right, man. Have a good, safe trip flying out wherever you're at. Appreciate you coming in. Anybody that's out there sharing the stream, liking the stream, all that stuff, I do appreciate you guys very, very much. If I don't say that enough, I tend to kind of forget sometimes, but I do actually appreciate that stuff. Thank you. Numismatics. I think numismatics. So I've been following this market for probably 6 months now. And you guys know I've got my MS65 Walker short set in the works right now. I will be happy to show you guys. I have another coin on the way. I do think that this is going to be another beautiful, bright white 65 specimen. I believe that it has a fairly solid strike. And I'm excited to see it in person. The one thing about shopping online for coins is a lot of times the photos just don't do them full justice. And seeing coins in person is it's something, it's something nice. It's something nice to be able to go to a coin show and look at all the booths and shop around for the coins that you're trying to collect in your collection. You have your list of exactly what you're looking for. And then you can go through and compare every single one of these coins to a person who doesn't appreciate them or collect them or care. They may all kind of look the same, but I'm telling you, like I've been looking at so many of these coins in the last 6 months, and I have truly started to like appreciate all the little nuances. And I keep talking about it on this channel, but just seeing where the imperfections are located. What is the quality of the strike? Is it a light strike? Is it well struck? Does it have any particular toning anywhere? Does it have any abrasions or imperfections on some of the more important, devices? Are the fields nice and clean and sparkly and shiny and reflect? Like every coin has a little difference to it, And I've just been finding it fascinating. And I've been watching the market for anybody who cares. And quite frankly, over the last 6 months, when silver has gone from $100 an ounce to $55 an ounce, I have not seen that much depreciation or lowering of the value of these coins. They really have not dropped, right? The value of the raw bullion silver may have fallen about 45%, but these numismatics have only fallen 10-15%. And so they are retaining their value. And not only that, but every single year that goes by, less and less and less exist, especially for all of these different, random dates. But the key dates, I don't think people are probably melting down the key dates. They're probably just recycling them in the secondary market. But at this point, it's not like there's going to be that many grades above MS65 that just prop up in the world, right? Especially not the few walkers, especially that I'm looking at. There's not going to be that many ever that get above a 66 or 67 ever again. There's already very few of each of them, let alone, any more randomly going to be found. So it's almost like finding this niche little market that actually has a lot of interest and a lot of buyers, you know, and it's been exciting. I just, again, I'm not trying to sell anybody on constitutional. If you don't like it, you don't like it, and you want to just stack bullion or something, you want to stack ASEs, I get it, man. You live your life, do your thing, do what you're comfortable with. But I have been, it has re-greased my gears, ladies and gentlemen. It has re-greased my gears looking into and studying and learning about the Walker series and collecting these coins and building these sets. It has just really given me motivation to get out there and go to these shows. You never been to a coin show? You absolutely have to go. You absolutely have to go. Just go to one, West Texas. Take a few $100 and just walk around and find something really nice that you want to get. Good dealers. Normally they're offering very fair market prices. You can talk people down if you really think that they're overpriced, whatever. It's really nice. I saw somebody, Emerald ECS says, I go into coin shows such as the Fun with a list and my plan falls apart after table 7. Oh man. So I'm not even kidding you, Emerald Coast. You might find this funny, but I arrived at the last show that I went to, and I had taken the night before, guys. I took the time to write down every single coin that was it was like everyone that I wanted to look for. I wrote down exactly the raw price. I wrote down the MS65, the MS66 price, like the MS61 price for like 30 coins. I wrote down all the proofs that I needed for my Frankies, because I'm still trying to finish the Franklin album, and all I need are the proofs at this point. So I've been picking up those. Re-grease my wheels. Yeah, grease my gears. Get off my back, Jamie. No. I wrote down everything. I had it all planned out. I left that shit at home. I left it at home. I arrived at the place and I go, oh man, I didn't bring my entire list. So you want to talk about things falling apart. Luckily, I was able to call my wife and just say, hey, can you snap me some pictures of these pieces of paper down in the office? And she did, and I was able to, at least take the pictures and go find all the different coins that I was looking for. And I ended up buying like 6 or 7 of them, which was nice. Picked up, some graded coins, picked up some raw coins to fill out my album. You guys have probably already seen that video, so no needs to rehash it here. But long story short is I highly encourage you to go to coin shows, especially if you have a local one. I have a semi-annual show that's about 45 minutes away from me. I'm going to go to it every single time that they have it, and my goal is to just find one coin. Just find one coin that will enhance my collection or add an item to my collection that I don't currently have for my Walker series. If I get more than that, great. If I don't, great. Crawdad's I got a video coming soon with my twins opening special silver I had poured for them. My boy's name is Drew, so I'm gonna nickname him the Silver Dragoon. Hell yeah, dude. That's like the greatest accolade right there. Somebody's naming their kid after the channel, right? Local coin clubs are too cool too. Yeah, ECS. I reached out to one of mine that was supposed to be active, and I emailed them. I filled out their like online interest form and stuff like that. They never got back to me. So I don't know if maybe just the coin clubs are dead. And part of it, like we've talked about it here, like part of this show, this channel is honestly, it's my digital coin club. It's my way to interact with people. I don't really do much like trading and stuff with the community. I've made some deals with people, and I've offered some prices for people, but there's not that much of that going around. But this is like my digital coin club, to be quite honest. And it's just us hanging out, chatting about coins, checking out each other's coins. I mean, it really has kind of become that, right? So I'm gonna go into my spiel a little bit here. But what do you guys think about constitutional? I know we talk about this. Are you a slab snob? Is your Walker set all one company? No, I get what you're saying, ECS. ECS, you got to visit us more often, man. Now, it's not one company, but I will say this. I prioritize 2 companies, and there are reasons why I prioritize these companies. Let me pull them out real quick. Oh, it's like, give me a second. I'll find some coins for you. I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about here. But yeah, we've gone through my full set many times. If you look at any of the past live streams, we go through the collection quite a bit, but here you go. I'll show you some examples of what we got here. I think I've answered your question already, but see. Oh, here you go. Okay, so obviously the answer is no. I'm not. I've got an Annex, an ICG, a PCGS, and an NGC right there on the table. Okay. But I will say what I prioritize in my collection has a very specific, there's a very specific reason. I prioritize these two right here, PCGS and NGC. And the main reason I do this is because they have what I believe to be the best resale value. They are highly respected in the industry. They have their grade has more respect for better or for worse. I don't know. But they have the more respect on their grade than Annex and ICG. Right? Annex and ICG, people kind of make fun of their grading, even though I think that I've seen some beautiful Annex coins that were graded like MS64 or MS65 that I absolutely would not mind having in my collection, right? In fact, one of these coins is one of these coins is, I think, $1,600 on the open market right now, if you were to look. Just one of these coins. So it definitely goes in there. Libertad! But so these are my focus. Now, so the number one reason is because of potential future resale value and the ability to hold their price and be respected by the community for their grade. Hey, thanks. Appreciate you, Thousandaire. We just got a whole pop of people coming in here. Thanks, guys. So welcome, Serpents. Welcome, Thousandaire. Crawl Daddy's asking some good questions. Thanks, guys, for participating, being here with us tonight. Yeah, I am, just so you guys know, I am going to be doing some charting in a little bit. If you're interested, I would just, again, I know the charts kind of put people to sleep. I get it. So I'm trying to just focus more on the coinage. I do have some stuff that I want to talk about with the chart, things that I track. You guys know me. I love the analytics. I love the financial technical analysis side of it, the macro side of it. It's in my blood, man. I can't, anyway, all right. Back to what I was saying. So number one reason, ECS, what I was talking about is, yes, I do prioritize these two because of the potential resale value and the respect on the grading services, the cross grading if I wanted to cross one over, the conservancy, I guess or the conservation. They also offer conservation services, right? Where you could, I could in theory like take one of these coins, take it to the NGC or ship it to NGC, get their conservation service, and they will inspect it. And if they think that they can make the coin look better and clean it up a little bit and give it the same grade, they will, and they'll charge me for it, but they'll bring it. Anyway, that's the number one reason. The second reason, and this is a little bit more of like just me having fun with the hobby, is PCGS and NGC offer registries so that I can go in there and I can register my coins for a registry. And if you guys want, on both PCGS and NGC, I do have Walker set registries. Currently, my PCGS is more updated than my NGC. NGC will allow me to list my PCGS and my NGC coins on my set registries, which a set registry is just basically like a collection tracker where I get like points and ratings, and other people can rate my collection. And then like there's like competitions and stuff to like get the best collections with the highest grades and the coolest, whatever. Anyway, so that's partly why I'm constantly looking for coins that match a certain profile that I want to put into my collection. You guys following all that? So those are the two main reasons. PCGS only allows me to put PCG coins on my actual registry, but I can also put my other coins in my inventory, but I can only put the PCGS slabs on my registry. So that is the explanation for primarily why I focus on these two slabs versus all the others, right? And everybody recognizes these brands, right? I don't want to use, I think everybody recognizes Annex too, but what I don't want to use is some kind of like new off-brand grading company that might go out of business in 5-10 years that nobody recognizes, right? Like, why spend your money on something like that when its graded value can just deteriorate? Anyway, so I'm sticking with trust. That's a long-winded answer. In fact, I think I always give long-winded answers to all y'all's questions. I hope you guys don't get too bored with me when I do that. Anyway, so how's everybody's night going? I saw a few of you guys. Actually, I popped into International Stackers live stream tonight. I saw a few of you guys hanging out and chatting and doing claw heists and stuff. Hope everybody's doing well. My dog, my good old dog, just rolled up next to me on this live stream. This guy found we have rabbits in our backyard, and today we've had a baby rabbit that we've been protecting from him for like 3 weeks, but today the rabbit is now old enough to be like out hopping around and feeding itself finally. Uh, the dog was out back with me, and I was talking to somebody. I was actually talking to one of my business partners, and we were hanging out and talking. And all I hear is a bunch of squealing, like high pitched squealing, and I'm like, oh hell! So I had to get on his ass because he had the baby rabbit in his mouth, and he was legitimately throwing it like up in the air and letting it land and picking it back up and throwing it up in the air. I was like, oh come on, Chewy! I know your name is Chewy, but like let's just take it easy on the old bunny rabbits around here, you know? Anyway, so that was our event for the night. So now he's been Christian. What's up? He's been sequestered into the house. He cannot go out back for a while. Anyway, so yeah, that's what's going on with these. So why do I believe so strongly in constitutional silver? And a lot of you guys, you've heard this spiel from me many a times, but it is a not so lucky rabbit's foot. Yeah, I might be able to make a rabbit's foot out of that thing pretty soon. Not the rabbit, I believe, survived. He did end up going away after like 30 minutes of being shell shocked. He did finally hop away and go somewhere else. But constitutional, yeah, it's limited. The quantity available is continuing to reduce. It has gone through what I believe are going to be its hardest times. When the refineries shut down and they weren't accepting it, people weren't accepting it. LCSs weren't accepting it because they were scared they were going to get stuck with it because nobody was buying, and refiners weren't taking it, and they didn't want to put a bunch of their capital into something that wasn't going to sell, that they couldn't offload. And it makes sense. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. But that was not always the case. And I do think that we are in a world in which a lot of the tourists, I'm not trying to say that derogatorily, but a lot of the silver stacking tourists who just came in here because they heard about silver when it was getting to $70 an ounce and it was on the news, and they just wanted to come in and buy something because it was popular and hyped up and make a buck and get out. I think a lot of them are probably gone. And now you're stuck with people like us who just want to hang out and they still want to appreciate these things and grow their wealth and grow their stack and do believe in this stuff long term. Again, I'm not 100% divested in precious metals. Precious metals, cumulatively, are that ASE guy. What's going on? If you guys don't know this, you're not too familiar with my channel. Precious metals are 5% or less of my entire asset valuation. So gold, silver, platinum, copper, all of that combined, my goal is to keep it at 5% or less. And if the prices go down a little bit, I might continue to bring that up to 10%. When prices went up way too much, I got above that 5% mark, so I just simply stopped buying. I stopped buying. And if prices get back down to like $45 or $40 an ounce, I will be under that 5% and I'll buy some more. So right now I'm just in that kind of collect mode. I'm kind of in that hangout collect mode. I'm not really doing it as like a deep stack right now because I've already got my deep stack, so to speak. So we're just kind of having fun. I have a few rolls of Mercs that I have yet to open. I'm sure they're all common dates, but yeah, that's a fun thing too, right? That is a fun thing. Is like, I do that a lot. I buy those, excuse me. I buy those $10 rolls of $50 on the big bullion sites. And it is fun. It is genuinely fun to just crack those open and see what dates you get, see what condition you get it in. It's like a blind bag for grown men. You know what I mean? A blind bag for grown men. That's all it is. So it's nothing wrong with that at all. We enjoy that. Do you guys mind if we take a quick? Yeah, you guys know my spiel. I like the constitutional. I've got no problem. Well, I mean, with ASEs, I got no problem if you're stacking rounds, buffalo rounds or whatever. I get it. But for me, the excitement is just not there. To have tubes of buffaloes sitting in a safe that all look the same, that are all uniform, that are all not special. They're just be reminted over and over and over again, and there's nothing unique about them, and there's nothing going. They just there's no historical meaning. It just this does something a little bit more for me than that stuff, and so that's why I kind of collect this. So blind bag for men, is that the baddies? Oh gosh, I don't even want to know what you're talking about, but we'll go with it. I should be doing what ASE and Thousand are doing and get one face value, either Morgan piece or mixed coin each week, maybe even every 2 weeks. Yeah, don't feel pressure. Like, every one of us every one of us that makes YouTube content, or every one of us that is in the YouTube or in the silver and gold space, whether we're viewers or content creators or stackers or whatever, we all have different lives and different incomes and different, goals and different times in which we have gotten into silver and gold. We've all got different obligations with family and work and home, and it's a Huey, hold on, dumbass dog. Sorry. He found some random clear plastic sticker and was chewing it. Anyway, all right, got that fixed. But yeah, I noticed there are no bars. Are you into bars that are vintage art? I have a couple bars. So I don't pull out like this is, you guys understand. I pull out like one box. I pull out like one box a live stream. And what I do is I just basically like, what's in this box? What's in the box? And I find whatever's in the box, and I just throw that kind of stuff out. I do have my graded coins. I have my graded coins in this right here. Let me see if I can show that. So I have these big giant briefcases that can hold 100 graded coins, and so I have my graded coins in that, and that I just have with me at all. Like it's available at all times. But yeah, I do have some bars. Not a lot anymore. I have 1 ounce. I have like some silly bars, but it's not a huge thing for me. No, to answer your question, I do have some, but I don't go out and search like Engelhard bars or what's that one? Oh my gosh, I like this brand. It's not Silver Mint or something, but I can't think of it. But it's got like a little pickaxe as a logo. It's really cool. There's some cool bars. There's Johnson Matthey's. Those are cool. I like those Kit Kat style bars. Those are nice. Yeah, I don't have, I don't have everything. Right now, ECS, man. What's up, Muscle Shell? Sorry, I didn't see you come in there. Humble, what's going on, dude? Right now, I have mostly, well, not mostly. About half is now constitutional. Funny enough. All right. So that's what's going on there. Yeah, these are the two primaries there. We got a little, got a little silver action going on. All right, real quick over here, I want to check this out. If you don't mind, we can check this out real quick. So currently today, we had a little dippy do, right? I think we had a little dippy do. Oh, we had a bigger dippy do. It has definitely kind of gone down. We had to start the start of the day here. We had this big giant wick up that was followed quickly by a wick down. So that was a little bit of a false flag, if you will. I have been looking at this for some time, and you guys know, I felt like 55. We got lucky, and right when silver hit 44.75, we purchased a 10-ounce silver bar on stream live. On stream live. And then silver went up to 66, and so that was kind of a cool feeling. But I do think that, again, not trying to be negative Nancy, but I do think that we revisit the 55 level again, and that's okay, because as soon as we do, I go back into, I'm going to be picking up some more coinage. I find it hard, like when we go up 10-15% over 3 weeks, which is kind of what we've done. The last 3 weeks have been pretty solid upward momentum. I find it hard to pull the trigger when prices are going up these days. And I kind of want to wait for that retraction day. And it feels like kind of natural that we had this retraction, 3.5% today. And it looks like today we're already kind of trending a little bit of a pressure in the downward momentum here. So you can see, the last 5 days, we were doing fine. None of this matters though, right? I like to talk about it, but I don't want to like dissuade people from pursuing their goals and their plans. That's not my purpose here. My purpose is just to understand and try to make predictions, and then try to, over the last 25 years of working in markets, right, to try to hone those predictions to be as more and more accurate as I can possibly be, and to understand why I'm making those. But like you can see right here, that we had that big giant candle up. That's nothing. That's just ignore that. That's like a algorithmic trade that's gone. It's over with. It wasn't even that much volume, so it was just kind of somebody almost like putting in a market order way too high or something stupid. Yeah, we'll see how the day goes. But I get, as a buyer, I get more excited to purchase a on the downward momentum. Even though, like, I understand that my stacks total valuation is going down, it makes me more comfortable buying because, like, I don't know, for some reason I just don't want to be I just don't want to keep buying at the top, you know. Like, oh, I bought at 66, it's fine. I think 66 is a fine level. It's not like it's 90. 66 and 55 playing that like 10-20% range. I think we're going to be in that range for a while. And that's why I wanted to bring up these kind of charts, is because, you know, we established a little bit of a weird little pricing floor going on from here. And you know, this isn't bad. This isn't bad. This isn't too scary, right? That's the, oh, come on, click off. Click off. This is not that bad. Where we're at now. If you want to go from the top line where we have been trending downward for the last 6 months, that's definitely a negative momentum. Like that's a negative bear market, but it's not bad. Make 10-ounce bars cheap again. You got it, dude. PJs, you know what I'm saying? What's going on, Jamas? You know what I say? What was it when we got to $55 an ounce? I literally said 10 ounces back on the menu, boys, and that's what I meant by that. You know what I mean? 10 ounces are back on the menu when we start getting in the 50s. When we're in the 60s and plus, you know, 10-ounce bars get a little costly. Speaking of 10-ounce bars, you know, we gotta sometimes we just gotta show parts of the collection that we like. So I tried to reach out to Pang. Pang denied me. Okay, guys, I tried to see if Pang would make me a 10-ounce round. He gave me the middle finger. No, he didn't give me the middle finger, but he denied me making a 10-ounce round. But I was gonna do it. Hold on one second. Redid my studio recently, so this is like actually really hard. If you buy it spot, then paying it 64 is bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. This guy, look at that thing. I need somebody that's willing to make me a 10-ounce round. This sucker's huge. Oh, it came out of the capsule broke. Or not broke, but it opened up. That bad boy is a beast. Literally a Tudor beast. But yeah, this is a 10-ounce chonker, and I would really like to get some of my 10-ounce bars turned into 10-ounce rounds, because I don't know, they just look cooler to me. They look cooler to me than the regular generic bars. So maybe one day we'll get that done. We'll see. All right, let's go back over here. So if I'm looking at this, we could even probably, let's squeeze that down a little bit. You know, I think we're still in that range, ladies and gentlemen. What do you guys think? What is this bar? What's this little bar doing down here? Let's get that off the line. I think we're still in that range, and I wouldn't be surprised if over the next 3-4 weeks we flirt again with that 57, 56 range. Maybe we tip our toes below it, but it seems like, you know, we are starting to kind of like establish what I hope is a floor that's around $57, $58 an ounce. And then we dip under it, we dip up. Hit up FG. So, like, look, people have mentioned FG, people have mentioned SGT. I don't want anybody to take this the wrong way, but like, neither of those guys ever comes into the videos or ever comes into the live streams. If they don't ever interact with me or my community, then I kind of just get the sense that they don't want to, and then therefore I don't really bother them. You guys get what I'm saying? So if they ever did want to do anything with me, I'm sure that they would, they would show up from time to time and say hi. So until that, I'm not going to just like randomly, blindly reach out to people. I just let, it is what it is. I don't need it that bad. I'm okay. I'm okay. But Pang comes in the channel every now and then, so I was trying to throw some love and business Pang's way. But nobody tell anybody. But I'm a pretty generous guy when it comes to paying for things if I have to. Anyway. So here we go. We're under the 200, and the 200 is moving down. Actually, sorry, excuse me. We're technically above it right now, but I would imagine we're going to come back to it pretty quick. I bet we're going to be about 60. My guess here, you can write this down and call me an idiot later. I would imagine we'll be probably around 61.50, 62 by the end of whatever tomorrow is, Wednesday. as we kind of retract back towards this 200-day moving average. Is kind of just how averages work, right? So trends and averages work. But in this channel, in this declining wedge that we've been in for 6 months, I don't even really count the peak because the peak was just such a ridiculous event that we can just ignore that, I think. I don't see any issues here, and I think being within this range, it's now the range has narrowed. It was different when the range was potentially 92 to 35, right? That was a massive range. That was scary. In this little more tight area, 60, 62, 58. What's the difference? You know, we're not talking that unless you're buying 1,000 ounces at a time. We're not really talking that big of a difference. So I don't have a big deal. I don't have a big deal. I feel you, Humble. What's going on? What do you got? What do you got going on, Humble? Mid 70s by Thanksgiving. See, that's the thing, is a lot of people have said that TFT. I've seen people talking about that, and I just don't know. I don't know if that'll happen or not. It would be great if it did. You know, we've got shameless plug, right? But we've got our Discord where we have the price modeling out. Let me pull it up 1 second. We do have our Discord where we are price modeling this stuff out and doing our best to track it. Let me pull it over here. Can y'all see this? Hold on 1 second. Oh, the stream's a little bit delayed. Oh, on the channel support. Yeah. And I get it. People are busy. I'm not trying to say like I deserve anybody's attention. I just, you know, I try to support the people that support me, if that makes sense, more so than just random people. I guess this is not showing up. I thought it would. Oh yeah, there it goes. I was way delayed. Okay. We're on long delay. Okay. So again, shameless plug for my channel here, but you know, Discord's not even open anyway. Nobody can even join it if they wanted to, I don't think. But what we do is we track the spot prices every day. We track the GSR every day. I go through and I find, well, I don't, but you know, like right here, we found silver under spot, right? So we found silver under spot. We can go there. We can check out what this is. And we see right here, you can get kilo bars for under spot, right? So, you know, sometimes it's 1 ounces, sometimes it's whatever, bars, ounces, rounds, coins. I don't know. It doesn't matter. What, you get the point. Nothing too exciting there. I got, you know, right now, palladium has been pretty consistently 46% over spot, 42 to 46%. So I'm keeping an eye on that. Platinum, 6% over spot. You know, I'm watching these things just to see trends, because the trends are your friends, and where we're going with that. This is the fun part where we do, yeah, I know. I'm trying, TFT. I'm trying to give you guys all the information I can get. So here's where we're tracking quarterly trends, and this is what TFT and I are kind of talking about when we're saying like we're kind of like hoping the quarter four is a rise. What happened is I tracked all the data over the last 4 or 5 years, or over the last 5 years, and what happened is gold over the last 5 years, 4 years in a row, quarter four was an increase. And so what this is saying is that they expect a rise in valuation in quarter four, and they give a price prediction, and they're saying that they expect in quarter four for us to be positive, net positive 6.92%. You guys following us? What's up, Teresa? How you doing today? Thanks for coming in here. Gotta represent the ladies. You guys know the drill. I'm looking at you. Hold on. Where are you at? Hold on a second. 1 second. 1 second here. You right there. Humble Stacker. I see you. You are sitting in the recliner. Teresa is here now. Sir, could you please get up and find a new seat and give the nice, comfy, cushiony recliner to Teresa? Okay, now that that's settled, thank you, good sir. We can go back to this. Okay, so anyway, so this is what he's talking about. Well, he's got his own evaluations, but this is what I'm talking about. So we're, you know, silver up last 4 of the 5 years, platinum was up last 3 of the 5 years, and palladium was up only 2 of the 5 years. So, you know, it makes sense. And then I have it doing analysis for the next couple years. My plan is to have it continue to run analysis to see how accurate and how much of a confidence level it has on this data prediction, so that we can fine tune it over time and see, you know, what was success, what was failure rates, and I'll you know, input all that. But anyway, we're having fun with it, guys. I'm just having fun with it. Also, I'm building an app. I don't even have it running right now. I have an entire web app that I'm building so that all of you guys will be able to access this information and significantly more in the future. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Maybe I can give you guys a little sample of what I've been building. I hope you guys don't mind. I felt like kind of putting my skills to use lately. Is that an acceptable way to perform? Let's see here. Let me see if I can find it. 1 second. Boom, 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 boom. Is this still deployed? Deployments. Error, error, error. That's not good. Let me see if I can go here and show you guys what it is. Probably not. Probably not. But, you know, it's fine. Bear with me while I do something. Can I log into my own app? That'll be the question of the day here. You guys still with me? Did I bore you to sleep yet? What are you guys even looking at? I have a different screen up right now. I'm testing fidelity of that. Look forward to an interesting Thanksgiving. Yeah, well, I mean, Thanksgiving last year, hurting you or not, that's what I'm talking about. My man. My man. That's not that working right now. My deployment was done. I'll fix that later. Anyway, I tried. I got to get it all merged and deployed, and I don't want to do that right now. You guys probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but yes. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have to do that another time. Sorry about that, wasting your time. But anyway, yeah. So I'm building this out, but like significantly more detailed, where I have entire sections that will bring up, it will bring up all the news articles, all the local YouTube channels, and I'm going to give people a priority, like the channel members and the people that interact with my channel will have priority viewership, so I'll promote their videos for them and stuff like that. I'm just trying to do all sorts of cool stuff. Like this is an image, kind of show you what it's going to be. So it'll be like each metal will have its own deep dive. We'll have like gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and rhodium, and it will show like the best deals for each of the metals that we can do. It will have, 1 second, let me open this image, open that one. I will have all the current events videos that will pertain to that specific metal, the best deals, and then finally I will have articles. I am also going to have a section that handles all the current state taxes, so that you can just click on your state and see what your taxes are for gold, silver, whatever, platinum, precious metals. Anyway, so this is a work in progress. This is this is actually the app running. I don't want to take the time to get it working right now, but it does a live, the dashboard. I don't have the dashboard up here, do I? The dashboard actually was just like a quick synopsis for you, and it has live prices updating every 30 seconds during the markets open. Yeah, it's the goal with it. The goal with it was to create an app that was basically a one-stop shop. Like you get all your metals information all in one spot, and then I can use it to kind of promote my friends' YouTube videos and articles or whatever you guys are doing. Yeah, to help the community out like that. I might in the future put in like not a chat room, but like a forum, to where people can have discussions and conversations and like, regional discussions and maybe coordinate get-togethers or trading and stuff like that. Anyway, it's all in the works. I'm having fun with it. I'm just gonna, again, and then I'll have a feedback section on there where basically you guys can tell me features and ideas and things that you want me to add, and I will figure out a way to add it if it benefits everybody. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about all that. Anyway, that's something that I'm kind of working on the side when I have time, and we'll see how far we go. What do you guys think about that? If that's your first time seeing it, I am gonna obviously shamelessly shill my own products. It's gonna be free, but I don't know if did I mention that it's gonna be free. Anyway, it costs me about $85 a month to host everything and to secure the data and all that stuff and have all the sign-ons and all that. But anyway, it will be free and hopefully supported through the YouTube channels. Ad revenue and all that crap over time. That's the plan, Stan. So yeah, chart's not too exciting. I don't think. Maybe some people do, but I do imagine that we kind of get back into the 61 range here, which is, can we put let's put a freaking smiley face right here. Why not? I think that we probably end up here. Oh, that's a big smiley face. Well, let's go here. There we go, guys. I think that's probably going to be where we're at by the end of the week. targeting targeting the emoji is where I'm headed. And then, you know, like always, you know, it's just I wait, and I've found that like on the weeks that we have a down week, Saturday and Sundays, you know, the price isn't moving. That's a good time to shop and find deals and take your time. And, you know, then you don't feel like the pressure, like when things go up this fast from 58 to 65, like, I don't know about you guys, but don't you feel pressure that, you know, oh my gosh, I have to make a decision because the price is skyrocketing and I don't know what to do. And like, it's going up $10 an ounce and I won't be able to afford it. Like, you know, it's just volatility is crazy. It's great for trading. You know, you guys, if you guys don't know, I still play the downside for my risk aversion. Like I buy puts in the SLV. I've bought them all the way up this week, significant amount of them. And that way, if it keeps going up, sure, I lose money on one side, but then my valuation of my metals goes up. But then if it does crash back down, I, in theory, make money on the way down. My precious metals lose value, but I still own the precious metals. Therefore, you know, I can keep playing this cycle back and forth, hedge myself, hopefully make some money. If not, it is what it is. If it were to go up indefinitely forever, I wouldn't be so mad about the money I lost on the options because my metals would devalue much higher. You guys follow me? That makes sense. Anyway, so I always do that. That's why I love kind of playing with these charts and seeing where things are going to go and making predictions and just doing my best to trade the paper and own the physical, and then take the profits from the paper and feed that into physical assets, whether it's gold, silver, or other things. It just doesn't matter. That's kind of the story of my life these days. Hopefully that helps anybody. But let's switch back over here and just watch the camera there. I'll get the app running again, and I'll give you guys a link to go check it out. My goal is to get the foundational app built and running and hosted and everything like that. And then once I have all the foundation built and running, I will give a select group of people, probably the people that are in my Discord, a chance to alpha test the app, try to break it, make sure everything is working, you know, tell me what bugs they find or what issues they have, what features they want. Then I will enhance everything, put out a beta version to you guys, and let you guys have fun with it that way. So that's my plan out there. If you guys are wondering what I'm doing and how things are moving, it's gonna take a couple months. Like it's not a project that I can devote, you know, too much time to every single day. My man Walter Thibodeau, good to see you, fine sir. Good to see you today. Thanks for hopping in here. What's your next stack collection goal? TFT, mine. Option head the metal, or they make you money. Win. Yeah, exactly, humble. And I'm fortunate, you know, knock on wood, to be in a position to be able to do that. I know that not everybody is, but I'm doing my best. Okay. TFT's asking, what's my next stack collection goal? Well, it is my current number one goal is to have an entire MS65 short set of Walking Liberty $half. And let me see if I can find the chart for you. I've got my list here. Let me show you. Walker half values. Okay. I'll show you. This does show you what I paid for them, but whatever. That's, you know, nobody cares. Here, let me show you what my goal is. The goals. Where's the menu? Switch to this. There we go. Okay, so can y'all see this? Let me zoom in a little bit more here. All right. So this is a list of all of the current, well, not the current because it's not going to change, but this is a list of all of the years of issue and the different mintages for each of the series. And this shows the, you know, my price or my average price if I bought more than one. And total value of the Walker set so far that I have. These are all graded coins, right? So if it says own, I have an album of ungraded coins. This is my graded coins, and all of these are MS65. So my goal is to get the full short set. So you can see I still have work to do. You know, if Catcom were here, he'd be yelling at me to buy the keys, buy the keys, buy the keys. I already have some of the keys. These things are expensive, man. I can't just keep buying them all. These things get expensive really fast. So we'll get to it when we get to it. But right now, yeah, building out the short set of walkers, and we'll get them all in MS65. Really nice. And it's not like, I'm not just trying to get MS65s. This is, if that makes sense. I'm trying to get MS65s that are well-struck examples with good details, no major like abrasions on any of the major devices of the coin, The fields need to be pretty frosty clean. I want it to be nice, beautiful, shining, bright coin, not a lot of toning. And so when you see like I have 2 or 3 or something, what that implies is that like I got one that I didn't really like, so I got another one. You know, and I'm just trying to find good deals. So you can see I got some for 90 and some for 160. Like it depends on the deal and how good the coin is. Some of these are way under market, and you know, when I have multiples, what I'm going to end up doing is when I go back to try to upgrade any coins, I'm going to obviously trade or sell the extras in the sets, and I will trade or sell those to get the coins that I really need to complete the set. So that's my current goal, is a short set of MS65 walkers. And then because I've completed the album, so I completed the full Littleton coin collection walker album. I've almost completed my Franklin half album as well. And once I get done with those, I might move into a Morgan Dollar album. But yeah, this is going to take some time. Now, could I go and just go online and just buy all these coins and get them all in like a few weeks? And like, yeah, that's not fun, man. So I'm trying to like go slow, shop around for the exact coin that really meets my needs, whether it's at a live coin show or it's online, whatever, it doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to find the best coin that I can for items that I need. And so what I do is so like say I need a 1945S, right? I will go on and I will look at the current market valuation of 1945Ss. I will go into, you know, primarily eBay or something, and I will see what's available. And then I take my books. I have all these like books that tell me every single date and issue and mintage of that particular year. And it tells me every single detail about it. It's like, okay, look for this or look for that. And this was a common problem. So if you find one that has this, buy it because it's super rare, whatever. And so then I use that in knowledge, and I just focus on 1 year at a time. And I'm really diligent about this. I'm just I'm really trying to become like an expert on this series and to have like a really finely tuned. What's up, THS? What's up? I am Ewolf. Thanks guys for stopping in here. I'm just trying to have a really beautiful, you know, like collection that all fits the same sort of style and things like that. Yeah, not all black toners. I am not the biggest toner fan. I like rainbow toning on some coins, but for my graded coin collection, no, I'm really not looking for that right now. It is what it is, you know. So it's just not what I'm focused on. Again, toners, nice toning is really cool. I think, like, you know, if I had a bunch of Peace dollars or Morgan dollars or American Silver Eagles with really beautiful toning, that'd be one thing. But this particular short set, I want it to be, I've said it before, I want it to be a set that I can put on the wall. I want to put it in chronological order on the wall, and I want it to be so beautiful that when people walk in the freaking room, it's like this beacon, and like the light reflects off of it. All the coins are shining, and they're like most beautiful ways, right? Like, and like people walk in and they're just, I want to be freaking mesmerized by the display of shiny, beautiful MS65 walkers on the wall, and they just want to stand there and look at each one of them and like just appreciate them. That's my goal with this short set. And I've already got like the display cases ready. Now I just got to curate the entire collection. And again, if you are wanting to follow along, like I have it on PCGS. My set registry is like Silver Dragoon YouTube or YT, and so you can look up my collection and you can see, its value, and you can see what I have. I've got pictures of everything in there. I've got details of them, how much I paid, everything like that. So it's like you can follow along. And I've got a new coin coming, guys. I've got a new coin on the way that is going to be part of this collection that I just recently picked up, and I'm excited to show it. That's going to be the next video that I show. We have a channel goal on the YouTube. I don't know if you saw that. We have our goal is to get 1 super chat so that we go live Friday. That is a shameless super chat request there, but I put the goal up there just to see what happened. Do I talk too much? Sometimes I feel like I talk too much. Too many people love bright white coins. I guess THS. I don't know. I do. I do for my graded coins. I'll be honest with you. Like for a raw coin, this toning and tarnish and dirt and like this is beautiful. For an ungraded coin, something about it for me when it's in a slab and it's graded and it's supposed to be representing that coin. Something about it is I really want it to be bright white. I don't know how to explain it. Like, and these are just too hard to, like, I can't afford a 65, 1921, like, or 1921D. I just can't afford it. They would be upwards of like 60 grand, maybe even more, to get a beautiful example of this bright white in the 65. So I can't afford it. So there are compromises right there that I can make for these coins. And again, these will be some of the ones that, like, over time I will try to upgrade them to the next higher version. Once I have the full set, I'm going to go back to the keys that are lower grade, and I'm going to try to upgrade them, maybe from a 25 to a 30 or 40 or 50. If I can ever get them to almost uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated, I will do it. That's just so expensive. And one of my other goals is just to accumulate just massive amounts of Walking Liberty $50. So to do that, I'm gonna have to make some compromises. Hey, thanks Humble for hopping in here. Appreciate you guys. One of my compromises I'm gonna have to make is that when I'm buying bulk coins, like $10, $20, $100 at a time in bags, those coins, I don't care what they look like. I really don't care the condition. I don't want slicks, but like, I just don't care, because I'm just trying to collect a quantity of those. But yeah, the freaking graded coins, I am very diligent about what I want, and I'm trying to do my best to curate a beautiful collection that I can be really proud of, and that other people will be very, impressed with, so to speak. Quick recap again. Thanks guys all for hopping in here. There's not much rhyme or reason to the conversation other than, I do think that we're gonna have good times ahead in the metals. I think that, hopefully we're establishing a new inflation adjusted floor pricing for gold and silver. They seem to not want to fall too far. And I'm pleased. I'm happy with my collection. I'm happy with my metals. I'm happy with the direction of which the markets are kind of like stagnating a little bit. And I hope you guys are doing well too. I hope you guys are all hitting your goals, and it's nice. It's honestly, it's kind of nice. I know people say that we didn't want metals to come down from $100, but I had so low enthusiasm to purchase precious metals when gold was, $5,500 and silver was $110. It was just such low motivation. And now that things are more in a price point that I feel comfortable spending the money on and just buying, and I can get more for my buck, like, it feels good. I'm happy with it. So thank you guys so much, as always, for joining us today. I hope that I'll get that application up and running, redeploy it, and give you guys some samples. Maybe tomorrow I'll do some work on that before work, and see if I can't enhance it to add some more features and get a little version out there for you guys to play around with and check out if you're interested in doing that. If you're not, I understand it, and it's not your thing, but my goal is to make that the one-stop shop for all your needs about precious metals, and we'll just keep adding to it over time. Thank you guys. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful day, and I will check you out next time we go live. I hope that you can bookmark the site, like it, subscribe to it, and turn on notifications if you want to hang out with us next time. Teresa, don't let these guys keep that recliner from you. Appreciate you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye for now.